Motivation 101. Today we're going to talk about motivation. Welcome to the Iconic Entrepreneur Channel. Most people don't believe motivation, especially if they're not in the entrepreneur realm of life. They're more the 9 to 5 corporate worker or just blue collar worker, if you will. I'm not saying all, but the majority are in a different frame of mind than we are as entrepreneurs. Normally in most private conversations, what's normally going on is a lot of bitching, complaining, and bitterness. In a bar, walk into any bar, what do you hear? Bitching, complaining, and bitterness. In family gatherings, there's different groups, sometimes sectioned off, and most of these groups are groups of people bitching, complaining, and bitterness. If you discuss this upcoming presidential United States election with anybody, it may start off all nice and small talk, but it turns into bitching, complaining, and bitterness. And that's why most people believe, oh, this motivation stuff, it's a bunch of bullshit. But it's not. It's really not. And people say, well, you can't be happy-go-lucky all the time. Of course you're not. You're human. You have emotions. We realize that. But motivation can stave off all the stupid craziness, the quagmire feces that we walk in every day and try not to step in it. But it's everywhere around you. So if you're not motivated, what's going to happen? You're going to be bitching, complaining, and bitter. So, being motivated beats bitching, complaining, and bitterness. That's the purpose. That's why you need it every single day. Just like you do a bath or a shower, you need motivation every single day. People who are not entrepreneurs in that other side of the spectrum, they really don't believe in motivation. They think it's fake. I even had my daughter when she was younger, maybe 10, 15 years ago. She said, Dad, you still reading that motivational stuff, listening to those tapes in your car? I said, yeah, baby. And she said, why? I said, well, sweetheart, I said, motivation is somewhat like the bath or the shower you take every day. You need it every day. That's the point. Otherwise, you would not be motivated. Most people wouldn't. Some people don't need it every day, but I do. I need some type of motivation in my life every day to keep me going, to get me distracted from this crazy, insane world that we live in. Think about that. Here, motivation keeps all that craziness at bay. So yes, you need this every single day. People normally dish out about 35 insults to every one compliment. This according to a 2009 Stanford University study. The way you change that is you have to start looking at life through a different color lens, basically a more positive lens, if you will. Speaking of looking and eyes and seeing and believing, no one has ever injured their eyesight from looking at life on the bright side. Think about it. What's the one thing that can keep you upbeat and positive in most situations is motivation. Actually, motivation is like the subconscious mind guiding you 24/7. The conscious mind can tell what you see, but the subconscious mind has predetermined that you're going to act a certain way in a certain situation. Believe it or not, it's actually controlling you most of your waking hours. A young lady by the name of Mary Lou Clark, she said recently, creativity, which is motivation, is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. That's creativity. Creativity is motivation. Most people who are motivated are very, extremely creative, to be honest with you. And I just happen to be one of those people. I think you are too, because you're here on the Iconic Entrepreneur Channel. Again, Motivation 101. It's like a bath. You need it every day. Until next time, peace, love, and joy.